Greetings, I'm Scrab, and this is the first part of the Tokyo Marui MP7 AEP HPA kit's installation guide. In this part, I present the parts from which the following build will compose and the basic disassembly for the replica for the HPA conversion. So, I have here the brand new Tokyo Marui MP7 AEP, the TAN version. Let's take it out. Now take it aside. I will take the components for the build to the top box, which will be the custom Polarstar check for MP7, it will be a classical build, so I will use the HPA kit from my design for the Marui chamber and the original stock base, with my dust cover and the TDC arm for the Marui hop chamber. From the electronics, the Polarstar universal plug board, the fire control unit, aka FCU, the 90-degree Banjo fitting, the Airsoftjunkiez reinforced macro line for MP7. I heard they are not reliable in long term nowadays, so if you want, as I showed previously, you can use your own build as well. The next one is my advanced wire harness with the trigger contacts, a small cable tie, and the spacer for the FCU, the CNC SRS Tigra nut from Stalker Airsoft, a V3 fire selector spring, and the barrel centerer O-ring as a spacer, an original Marui AEP Bucking, which was flat-hopped, which means the hop bump was removed and the rubber flattened. I prepared it out of screen. The Elvish Tac R-Hop patch for the AEG PDI barrels and the longer 242 mm long PDI AEP precision barrel. And for that, the Lambda AEP MP7 front adapter, the original one, has narrower diameter, so the longer barrel won't get through. If you don't want to use an air-hop in your build, you can also use the 215 mm long Lilacs 9-ball inner barrel, which also contains a front adapter in its package. To hide it, I will use this custom-made foam suppressor setup, which is composed from a Retrorance 100, a 64.5 mm long mock suppressor, a 32 mm inner barrel centerer, and an MP7 muzzle adapter. I will use this emerald style red dot sight from the Begadi with an AIM-O riser mount. I will also replace the original iron sights with these lighter ones. The front is from the Day Tactical and the rear from the SIMA 209. That's for the upgrade parts. Let's the disassembly begin. First, the iron sights must go down. For that, you will need a medium Phillips head screwdriver. Unscrew the sights holding screws and remove the iron sights. The next one is the upper rail. It is held by 3 screws. For that, you will need a 2.5 mm hex key. Unscrew these screws. As you can see, the front is a longer one. Don't forget about that. This one is a dummy screw. Now you can remove the upper rail. Remove the dust cover plate spring. With a small Phillips head screwdriver, unscrew the charge handle screw. Remove the charge handle. Unplug the trigger contacts. Unscrew the body pins holding screws with a 2 mm hex key. Push out the body pins. Remove the stock base assembly. Remove the serial number and the gearbox stabilizing plate. With pressing down this button, pull out the front cap assembly. Slide out the gearbox. Remove the hop-up unit with the inner barrel. Remove the fuse. Set the fire selector to full auto mode and gently dislocate the full auto plate. Remove the dust cover plate by gently pushing down its plastic end. If that alone is not enough, dislocate the plate from its side rail. For the next step, we have to remove the dummy bolt cage. First, you have to push out its holding pin. Remove the left, and after that, the right lever. Do not lose this tiny spring. Now, you have to push out the fire selector holding pin. Remove the fire selector. Push out the trigger holding pin from right to left. Pull out the trigger. It's a bit tricky. It has to go forward and after that down. Remove the trigger mechanism. This is the trigger mechanism with the fire selector and power supply contacts. The battery contact case has to be removed to make space for the wire harness. Unscrew the screw and remove the battery contact case. With this, the basic disassembly is complete. In the next part, I will continue with some optional disassembly steps and with the installation guide. If you have any questions, contact me at ScrabArmory@gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in. Take care of yourself. Bye.